What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, your man's Toxic Gamer 331, back at it with another review. And today, I saw the Pinocchio live-action remake on Disney Plus. And before I give my overall review for the film, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, ring the bell for all notifications, and also feel free to comment your thoughts of the movie down below. And, yeah. Anyways, let's get into the actual review. So, when they announced this, I was really excited for it. Well, not really excited, that's a little bit of exaggeration, but I was interested. And, another thing before I get into the review, I'm very weird, because when I see a movie the first time, I really enjoy it and don't see much flaws. But then, like, the next day, I go like, yeah, I can see that this kind of has a lot of flaws now. So, it's really, really weird. So, my opinion might change in the future for my monthly check. Whoever knows. Also another thing that intrigued me for this film was Tom Hanks being cast as Geppetto. Because, obviously, Tom Hanks can act. He's had plenty of iconic movie roles here, like Forrest Gump, which I still have yet to see, by the way. Chuck, I forgot what his name was, last name was, but from Castaway, Woody, I could go on and on. Tom Hanks is probably up there for me for one of my favorite actors. Before I get into the flaws and stuff, I'll read these trusty scores on my trusty critics notebook, a movie critics notebook that I got for my birthday that I've been using for a while now. Alright. The director of this film is Robert Zemeckis, for those who did not know. He directed all three Back to the Future movies, and the first one is my third favorite movie of all time. It's up there, and it's really, really good. And when you directed the first Back to the Future and your movie is one of my favorite movies of all time, you know that's got high hopes for this film. We'll get into that later. Also, the cast includes Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who plays Jiminy Cricket in this, which I was shocked by. Tom Hanks, as I mentioned, and also Luke Evans, who was in this too. Also, Luke Evans is not a stranger to Disney live-action remakes, because he was in the live-action Beauty and the Beast remake, which he did a great job in as Gaston. But let's get into the actual stuff of the movie. For Robert Zemeckis' directorial skills in this film, I'm not as disappointed as most people is with the movie, but I do see where they're coming from. I liked how they changed some details of the film, but I didn't like how they kept the story basically the same, which is a big problem with remakes nowadays, and they kept it the same. So, yeah, not really his best performance, Robert Zemeckis, but he'll definitely, this is, yeah, not his best film, but not his worst either. And this is definitely not one of the worst Disney live action. It's definitely like near the bottom, but it's not the worst. I can guarantee you that for sure. Lion King is my least favorite, if you're wondering. It's just, yeah. Excuse me. The cast, I thought, did act very well for this. I think everybody did work pretty good for an okay film. Well, decent film. especially Tom Hanks. He's the true best performance in this film, I think. And Luke Evans' performance I enjoyed as well. So, the cinematography for this, I give 5 stars. I thought it cut very. It cut very. What's the word? It cut very nicely in this film, and they did great on it. The special effects and animation is one of my flaws that I have with this film. There's some good scenes with some good CGI, but most of the CGI didn't quite work with me, and not a whole lot of people either. A whole lot of people didn't like the CGI either. What's some not really good CGI? The CGI with the fairy was kind of iffy for me. Also, the way Pinocchio moved was okay. It wasn't the best CGI in the world. I did like how they did Jiminy Cricket's CGI. If they did that CGI, I think this movie would have been a whole lot better. Right, what else? The musical score is a Disney movie, so the musical score, of course, has to be good, and I gave it 4 stars. I thought the musical score was pretty great, and they should come out with a soundtrack for this. And also, I liked the costuming that they did for this. I give it 5 stars. Okay, that is the star ratings and stuff or whatever. We'll keep that for later because that has my overall rating of the film. So, some of my flaws for the film are, of course, the CGI, which I talked about. Also, I did not enjoy, not enjoy. I thought some scenes were creepy for a kid's movie. In the beginning, when Geppetto just created Pinocchio, he starts, moving Pinocchio and letting him get some freestyle before Pinocchio actually comes alive and is frightening his cat, which is... Eesh. And also, later in the film, that's not even the creepiest scene, even though it seems that way. Later, in the film, when they go to, what's the island called? What's it called? It starts with a P. Something island. Where basically, the kids run away from home to live there, and basically, there's frightening scenes with the kids turning into donkeys. Oh my gosh, it's... Whew. If you want a horror movie that's Disney, this could be one of them, if you count them. And it wasn't really a flaw, it was just very creepy for this. And, well, the Pinocchio story, just in general, is pretty creepy, the way that it's used. But I think Guillermo, there you go, wrong Del Toro. Guillermo Del Toro's Pinocchio is still gonna be creepy, but I think it's gonna be a good creepy, not like the first one or this one. Yeah, I don't really have much negatives that stand out. I don't have much positives the only positive I can really think is Tom Hanks, that acted pretty good for this. And yeah, I thought the film was alright. I'm not one of its biggest haters, but I did get some fun out of this. So for my overall score for Pinocchio 2022 Disney, because Disney live action, because there's another Pinocchio movie coming later this year, I give my overall score in star form 3.5 stars. No, not 3.5 stars. I'd give it like 2.5. It was decent. I over exaggerated then with the ranking. Sorry about that, guys. For my overall score in letter form, I am going to give it a B minus. I'll go with that. So anyways, guys, that was just my overall score for Pinocchio 2022. If you want to let me know your thoughts down below, feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video, ring the bell for all notifications. And, yeah, that was my overall review. And, I don't know if I'm going to film Fortnite Thursdays today because I did this review and a short. So, I might have to just wait till next week. So, sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, I will be coming out with another video shortly. I don't know when, but in the near future. So, anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace.